Because from young, we have been indoctrinated. Investment is risky. Investment is meant for the rich. It's not meant for us.
Welcome to another episode of Graphs.fm. I'm the host, Kang King, where we guide you and power you and also help you in your growth. And today we have Mr. Ernest Tan, and he is the founder of Jopaz Academy, a financial literacy education company based in Singapore. And he himself is already in the financial world for the past 30 years.
Yes.
And a grandfather as well.
Yes.
Right? So today we're going to focus very much on finance and kids. I think the most on the top of parents' mind is when I have kids, I need to have a certain amount of money. Okay, we will go into that discussion. But before that, a bit of backstory of yourself. Before the start of the recording, we have a bit of already some information, and I find it very interesting that your family background is such that drives you to who you are today. So let's start from there.
Well, I came from an ordinary family, poor family. Father come from China. Mother is illiterate. They even know how to sign her name. And at 36, I was still broke, living paycheck to paycheck. And my father died when I was about 31, 32 years old as a bankrupt. At that time, my grandmother was the greatest influence in my life. She is the entrepreneur person with 3 children from China, 2 from China, and 1 in China, 2 from in Singapore. And she built the empire up. But when my grandmother collapsed, died, when I was 15, 16 years old, my father struggled in the business. Because suddenly that walking ATM gone missing.
All right.
So my father renovation business way back in the 70s, 80s was doing very well in Singapore. At that time, there was a booming of public housing. So everybody was renovating. So he was doing very well. But every time when he have a cash flow problem, he goes to my grandmother, the mother. He's a younger son. So he's always been like, anything you want, I will get for you. Okay. Cash flow, no issue. But when my grandmother died, cash flow became an issue. So subsequently, he missed his mother, my grandmother, and cash flow was an issue, and the whole thing bankrupt. So he died as a bankrupt. So in my family that I grew up, there was always the frequent quarrel, frequent argument between my mother and my father, where money comes from. My father will wake up and find that his wallet is being empty. Well, my mother took the money to buy food for us. But as a man, you want to go out, you don't find the money. He said, why are you taking, the ego, the pride, something. So there's always a frequent argument and thing. So as I was growing up, all I knew was that my grandmother taught me to say, hey, way back then, hey, you must study hard. Get a good degree. Once you get a good degree, you will get a good paying job. True or not?
Yeah.
That myth is true at that time.
That traditional route.
Right. But in today's world, down the street, there's so many university graduates.
Yes.
Couldn't find a job.
Yes.
Okay. Some of them are fortunate. They managed to find a job. But what happened? 30,000 per month. In Singapore, there was an article that was being surfaced in the newspaper. Earning $30,000 salary a month. Couldn't keep up.
On inflation and all that.
Yeah, they just went into debts, everything. So that set me to think, with these 30 years I'm in, and before I was doing my, to get myself certified as a master coach in money coaching, I realized that a lot of families were like mine. They're going through the same route that my family went through. Study hard, get a good degree, you get a good paying job, life will be okay. But the fact is that everybody is struggling for money.
Yes.
We become a slave to money. So with that, then I decided to say, I must change my life. I'm no good at my academic. I'm no good.
And you shared your story about how you got into your first education. Tell us a bit about that.
Well, because of my mother ignorant because he's not illiterate, and being the Chinese family, you know, father come from China, grandmother in the 60s. Okay, my 1968, I was supposed to go to primary 1. Okay, I'm 64 this year, and he's supposed to register me for primary 1. So all we know is that let's go for the Chinese school.
Yep.
Okay, so my mother after housework work and then go, hey, the school is full. So I said the nearby one is this one. Without knowing that it become an English school, registered me. Knowing after that, bought the textbook. They come, hey, they recognize them, but they don't recognize them. It's all in English. So through my entire primary schools, all my school there, my entire family, all Chinese educated except me. And they call me Hong Mo Guai. But no fault of me. So I struggle a lot in my education. Nobody coached me. I never passed my English in my entire life. Anybody want to bet with me? No problem. I can show you my report book. Journalists lose to me. I show them, you wrote the book? You can speak so well? You don't pass English? I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
And you're speaking English in this
Exactly.
podcast.
But I'm so good. I must thank God is good to me. And along the way, I said, I cannot resign myself to the faith that I will end up like my father, families quarreling and arguing for money. Without a proper qualification, I believe I can make life better. So that's where I set out working hard without a qualification. By the time 16 years as an employee, at that time I was fortunate to be in the 80s, I was fortunate to be in the IT industry. Singapore was just at the verge of computerizing. I was fortunate that in the army, they picked me to do some computerization project. Right. With that, after 2 years of serving, I got a testimonial. Then from there, I got a good job. Well, okay. After 5 years of saving, starting from $403 and I saved 20,000, got married, all gone. Then after that, save again. Now the house and the baby come, all gone. 16 years as an employee, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. And 16 years as an employee, I faced 2 retrenchment. I said, look, is my life going to end up like my father dying of broke? By that time, I have 3 children at 36. No, it doesn't. The universe is very kind. As much I hated being an insurance agent, life forces me to become a part-timer because retain nothing. I drive taxi also right now. Yep. So, okay lah, just to get the license, just want to get the referral fees, any money that I can grab, I'll grab lah to feed the family. But I didn't know as an insurance agent for part-time, I was so good at it because I was good. I'm not good at language. I was good at mathematics. And I was able to sell based on concept basis. Within a short period of 3 months, I realized that, hey, people like me. I love to sell. And then I decided to become a full-time.
So found your inner talent.
I found my inner talent and I found I was good. So within a very short period of time, I found good mentors that coached me to say, Ernest, think big. Think big. So I remember attending one of the course and he said, Ernest, list out your 10 dreams. Every time he walked past me, I said, dreams? Every time I pass me, he tear away my paper. Think bigger, think bigger. 3 times he tear away my paper, or torn away my paper. I said, I get fed up with you. Every time, it's not easy to come up to 10. I come to 7 only, he walk past, he tear away, think bigger. What?
It really pushes your button.
Yeah, he really pushed me. Yeah. So to the last part, I said, anyhow, just write lah. Okay, I wrote all the 10. Didn't know that thought in 2 years' time, because after doing that, he actually asked us to seal it and put in the envelope and write our address, everything. I wasn't having nonsense lah.
Just do only lah.
Just do lah, follow lah. It was surprising in the industry that I'm in. 2 years later, I got back a letter posted to me. I said, this handwriting look very familiar. Who the heck is playing so very thin some of the envelope? Open up, look like my handwriting in my dreams. Out of the 10, almost 8 or 9 being fulfilled, including a landed property, which I said I never thought of. I mean, come from a bankrupt family, who thought of landed property?
Especially in Singapore.
Exactly. And One of the dreams I have, the last one was to have $1 million. Think big, what? Possible, not possible. I mean, I'm fed up already. $1 million, no? And ever since then, when I got the first $1 million, he coached me and said, Ernest, why do you want to have the first $1 million? I said, you ask me to think big, I don't know, think big. Then he tell me, Ernest, have the first $1 million means you're having the golden goose. Once you got the golden goose, you don't touch the goose. You spend on the dividends, the eggs. Forever of your life, you're free. Ever since then, way back in about 2003 or 4, I already got my first $1 million. And then ever since then, I've been coaching people right now. Hey, get your first $1 million. Regardless of what. Don't be a slave to money. Get the first $1 million, and the first $1 million now become your slave.
You
Life will
manage
be
it.
okay. Life will be okay. So, is academically book smart equal to money smart? So there are people who ask me the question. It's a very tricky question.
Yes, it can be a yes and a no.
Well,
Depending where.
I used to tell them, says, I'm not book smart. Then today I'm money smart. But today, if you don't know anything, if you don't know about language, you don't know about mathematics,
Or even presentation.
yeah, I can't teach you anything about money because everything is instructions in English. I need to know how to add, then I can teach you compound interest. So I said, we are equally smart, but a lot of times, parents, we all ignore the important part, academic, which the school don't teach. Which school in the world teach about money?
Is that the reason why now you, from your industry experience, you move into the education part? What was the drive for you?
Because after 10 years in this industry, I realized that families were struggling like me. I said, look, why is it that no one is teaching? Why are families not talking about money? Then I realized that during my research, as young as 2 years old, parent, you like it or you don't believe it, you're already teaching kids about money. And the first money lesson that parents, you are teaching kids, let me ask you, Frank, are you a parent?
Yes.
Were you teaching kids about money at 2 years old?
Not directly, because
At what age do you think you are teaching kids about money?
especially when they go to primary school, when they ask for money, I have this fees, that fees, I need to go for recess, or my friend has something and I want something.
So what money lesson are you teaching them? Spending, saving, sharing, or speculating? Choose one. What do you think?
Spending would be the most.
So-
Saving probably would be when they got the ang pao.
Yeah. Huh? As young as 2 years old, parents, you like it or don't believe it, you go and test it out. 2 to 3 years old, the first money lesson you're teaching your kids is spending. Ernest, cannot be lah. I remember when they are young, I always give them the tong kong or the piggy bank to save. No, let me prove to you. When they are 2, 3 years old, you feel that they are too young to left at home. So the first thing you want to buy small little grocery. What you do? You lock them along. In modern world today, hey, stay at home, no aircon, bring them shopping mall, I go supermarket then. What are you demonstrating today? You didn't teach them physically, hey, children, $50 go and buy, 2 years old, they wouldn't. But what you're demonstrating is, I buy things without thinking. Put in a shopping cart, then after that, go cash and pay.
And then
Yeah,
card.
card. So the children is learning from you. No wonder, as they grow up, they go shopping mall. I want this, I want to buy this, I want to buy that. You don't buy, they make hoo-ha.
Tantrum.
Right? So how? So as young as 2, 3 years old, the first money lesson, parents, like it or not like it, you're teaching them. And that's one reason why, after studying all these essays, because it's a taboo subject. Parents, if you don't teach, someone else is also teaching. And if you don't know how to teach, you find it very boring. Anytime you teach about talking about money is, Ernest, buy insurance, do investment. No. So I decided that, hey, let's make these whole subjects about teaching kids about money that fun, interactive, engaging, so that children grow up in the family that has money harmony. They don't have to always have the fear when we talk about money, it's going to hurt the relationship. 講錢失感情啊.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
So a lot of family avoided it. So I used to be in a radio and then people say, Ernest, why you keep on talking about money? Does it hurt the relationship? I said, then the more you talk about it, the more you won't hurt. But the moment you don't talk about it and the next time you talk about it is when you face a money issue. You get into debts, you get into some other things.
Especially when you have crisis.
Yeah, then you start talking about it without that foundation and understanding, it sure hurt the relationship. Husband and wife will argue about it.
I think one of they sort of did like research. Other than infidelity, you have the money is the next issue where marriage breakup, right? And talking about that is that when you say to discuss about money during happy times, now how do you go about it?
Well, every day, these are teachable moments. You watch a TV. The advertisers spend millions of dollars trying to research what will engage the mind of the children to spend. Right? So the same thing, I'm spending a lot of times and money to re-engage. Besides spending. I'm not saying spending is no good. Spending is good because we need to get the economy going. Just imagine everybody don't know spend, the economy is not moving. That's no good for everybody. But we need to know how to spend within that range, the healthy range. So we got to come out with that sort of thing. So, while parents will think that it's hard, don't know what to teach, every day there is a teachable moments. And that's one reason that if you don't know where are the teachable moments, that's where I ask parents, get my board game. The board game that I created here is gone through a bit of research with some preschools, teachers and parents who give feedback. Hey, these are the teachable moments that accumulate. So every card inside here become a hint on teachable moments.
Okay.
Yeah? For example, if the kids want to go to a shopping mall and buy things, they make a hoo-ha. Yeah? So how to stop it? The more you say no,
the more tantrum.
More tantrum they cry. To me, you want a tips? Simple. I implement my money just system. Darling, what you want? Okay, you want to buy? No problem, take. Go back, I'm going to empty from your safe jar. I'm going to take from this money from here. Everything inside here, whatever you spend, I'm going to take from here. Guess what the child will say now?
No, just put it back.
Yeah, they say, don't touch my money. Oh, suddenly they get smarter with money. Oh, see how kids are. It's the same thing as adults. Frank, if today your employer were to send you for a course, and the employer say, it's a 3-day course, free, will you go?
It's free.
Free, go, right? But what happened? The employer turned it around and said, no, I think you need to pay half.
I said, oh, why am I in this company? Why this so?
Let me think about it.
Yeah.
What happened if the boss say, yeah, you bear 90%? So we say, no, I'm not free. Because anything touches with your own money, you feel the pain. So children at young age, they know, your money, where did the money come from? It's actually for me. But there's one way that we give them. Another way we want to make it engaging is like what I always say, parents, if you want to teach your kids to ride a bicycle, what must you do? First thing, you must get them a bicycle, right?
The bicycle, and then you do the whole process of teaching.
Correct. So if you want to teach your kids about money, you want to talk kids about moments about money, you give them some form of allowance that they manage. Then they make those mistakes. Just like you ride a bicycle, they fall, they skip. It's okay, they get a little bit hurt. It's okay, not a big deal. All right? But they will learn.
Yes.
But parents, if you don't create that atmosphere, that learning environment, letting them in the safe environment to make those small little mistakes,
now,
they were going to make more costly mistakes when in their real life.
Most households would already have this little piggy bank, safe box, where you put all the changes and things like that, or during festive seasons you get your ang pao, your birthdays and all that. So that's a start. And then over time, they use the money or they wanted something and then those money are taken out. So those are quite common, right? And as they grow up, especially now with online shopping, we have the 11/11, the 12/12, and every month basically you have sales, right?
Yes.
So how, and more so now with the buy now pay later, the next edition of a credit card. How do we inculcate the way of spending rather than the spend, yes, but the way of spending?
I would say that most important parents, you are the role model when it comes to money in your family. As much as I have set up financial literacy classes for children for the last 8, coming to 9 years, children have become teens. They begin to know how to talk and come back to me. They don't call me sir, they don't call me teacher. They call me boss. Or they call me Mr. Money. And they start, you teach me so much things, but I'm not being supported back at home. Right? You teach me all this right thing, but my mommy and daddy don't think so. How? So I say, parents, you are the greatest influence. Children are watching you, like earlier I said, as young as 2 years old, they observe how you deal with money, how you handle with money. If you are the one that always shop online, and you need to use that as a teachable moment to talk to kids about spending online, I think your kids will grow up like you, keep on spending the money. Buy now, pay later. But if you have the means to teach them, use that as a teachable moment, talking point, then children will say, oh, at the end I got to pay.
And pay more sometimes.
And this brings up to the point where I see a lot of young people these days when they start working, and more of these young working adults are getting into bankruptcy. In Malaysia, I understand it's the big C, cars followed by credit cards. I can understand why, because in Malaysia, in order to go to work, they need a car.
Yes.
Because there are transport stations here. But they've forgotten. Getting a car is a commitment. Getting the job, no obligation to commit you,
Yep.
After the probation period, cannot. 6 months later, you're stuck with the car. But you got no money, no salary to pay the installment. And that's where the thing grows. Parents used to spend on credit cards. Yeah, they go shopping, show the children use credit card. But when the credit card bills come, the children don't get to see parents writing a check. And worst part is that now no checks. Online payment.
Yes, straight away transferred.
Right? The children didn't get to see it. So what they do? The next time they graduate, first thing the bank will offer them,
Credit card.
no, debit card first. So debit card don't come with statements, Got money, you can spend.
No money, okay, that's it.
So I say, okay. But the moment they start working, 2 months salary, 3 months salary inside, the bank knows the information, they will now write to you and offer you a credit card. Wow, these young people say, ooh, very good, Daddy, mommy, I got promoted. You got credit card, I also got credit card. Okay, you work very hard to bring me up. Let me buy you a good dinner. 冇錢啦，唔緊要啦，個 credit card. So they spend on the credit cards. Money income, he didn't know there is a statement. Because parents never tell them. So never forgot to pay. Never pay. 1 month, 2 months, the thing goes snowball. By the time the interest rate at 18, 24%, 22%, you know what is it like?
Yeah.
And that's where the children get into bankruptcy. Some parents will try to bail them out. They never learn the lesson. So which parent bail them out or should not bail them out? You got to use that as a teachable moments, as a talking point. If not forever, your children will never grow up. That's why I feel that parents, you are the one, no excuse. Yes, I grew up from a family. My mother is illiterate. My father is not. Nobody teaches any one of our parents about money. So I don't expect our parents to teach us about money. That's why I decided to learn. And that's why I decided to do this academy. As much as I'm in this business for 30 years, I realized that this is the lagging. I don't want people to be handcuffed all the time. I want people to be free from money, not a slave. I mean, how long? All the propagandas of whatever the country government is, is getting you to work hard. upgrade your skill, keep on like that. And forever you're in the labor. I know. No. We should come to a point to have the first million and get the million to work for you. My thought is this. Having the first million, while my mentor said, Ernest, the first million, you just have to get 5%. Don't be greedy. Get 5%. 5% of 1 million every year is 50,000. Tax-free, passive income. That's about $4,000 a month, plus half a month bonus. Not having to work, not having to pay Uncle Sam for taxes. Isn't it financial freedom?
And that's what everyone is chasing for. Now, going back to the teaching moments, and then that's where you come up with the board game. And before the start of the recording, you shared a bit of a story how you parents can actually use the board game to teach them, right? And more so in even like a party game. So you did tell us or did share about the teaching moments, and sometimes it surprises the parents. Maybe you can elaborate on that.
There is a Chinese saying, 学坏3天, 学好3年. Literally, it means, translated means, to acquire a bad habit, it literally takes 3 days. But to transform this bad habit into a more positive or more empowering habit, takes 3 years. So why do I want to go through the pain? I went through that because I wasn't equipped with those empowering money habits and attitudes. I decided that, hey, why not we start from young? The moment if they know and understand the value of money, we should talk to them. What best is to get the kids engaged when it comes to money conversation. So beside the board game, I even have converted a few fairy tale stories into financial fairy tales. I mean, the most common one you and I know, during childhood up to now, you remember Rosalind Rhyme, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star?
Yes.
How come?
It's been ingrained.
It's so ingrained, right? No wonder, man. Out of nowhere, the tune is still there. Remember fairy tale story like Cinderella, Snow White, Three Little Pigs. How nice today if we can change those money stories into fairy tales.
And ingrained when they're young.
Yeah, they will remember for the rest of their life. I today have parents who wrote money songs to teach their children. And I hope that all these will ingrained inside there. I come out the board game, I say, parents, today I think the world is so abundant, the parents is so affordable. Children, not in my time when I can hurt off. As young as 5, 6 years old, they got birthday party. Not only birthday party, nothing wrong. Right? The parents now to say, to entertain my kids. I work so hard, I didn't spend time with my kids. So let's get a magician, perform magic, or get a crowd to entertain them. They invite friends and have birthday celebration. I say, parents, why not use the same time since you got your peers, your children, friends, and the parents are around? Play this board game. I'll be there to facilitate. The audience are there, your kids are there, your kids' friends are there, all the same age. The parents will be there to bring the kids there. All right?
Make the celebration in education.
Correct. Parents, you sit behind the kids, let the children play the money game. You observe. Your children cannot read the card. Some children cannot read English. You read to them. But don't interfere in any of the decisions they have to make. I want you to observe how they make those decisions. Let them make those mistakes. I want you to observe how they handle the money. It's so surprising at the end when there is a parent debrief, the parents are all coming up. I didn't know my child knows so much about money. My question is, where do you think they come from? Where do you think they get their lingo from? You must have overheard from you, not the school. Likely to be one of your parents who say that. Reflect it. Then you say, likely from the grandmother. Okay. Then you know where you come from. If you see your children holding the money so tight, they hold it so tight, what does it say to you? They don't feel secure. They must have the money is hard to come by.
And they fear of departing with the money.
Correct. So they hold tight. There are some group of children, they don't care about money. Because we really set them up. There is a first half of the game. Then after they go for a break, then there's a second half. Then before they go for the break, we always tell the children, hey children, you are responsible for your money. I literally ask them to repeat after me. I'm responsible for my money. And yet there are some children who still leave the money lying around
Or
before they go
misplace
back. Yeah. And we will have, there's a wolf. There's a man, I tell my wolf or my shark, go around and collect all the money. Some of them come back, they realize your money gone missing. Some didn't even realize. And the best part is sometimes I ask the parent to be a volunteer to go down and collect the money. But some parents say, so bad. I say, you want your children to learn that? In the real world, if they leave money on the table,
It's gone.
it's gone. Then how? So some children come back, they will cry, they say, who took my money, this and that. And they come and tell me, I say, well, who is responsible for your money? So there's a teachable moments. Okay? But then how to continue the second half of the game? Simple. Anybody in the class want to help? He lost all the money. Anybody see his money? Nobody see? Anybody want to help him?
And then you also see the whichever that has the empathy or whoever
Yes,
that's
correct.
willing.
Correct. So in that we have that card called compassion, generosity. Sometimes if sibling comes along, I split them on 2 different tables because siblings will quarrel. If they sit in the same table, they will quarrel. So when I put them aside, then you see whether that sibling from the other table will come and help. Then you say, cross table can help each other. I did set the rules. Think outside the box. It's like from one table to another table is like cross country. If this table is not doing well, the other table is doing well, why don't you approach the other table to help you? So it has a lot of reflection. Games is a reflection of our daily life. So I say, let's play this game. You see the power of it, parents. If you don't know, learn from it. Because you and I came from that era where no one teaches us about money. Yeah? And the moment you start thinking, budgeting are very boring. I don't use the word budgeting. I use money just. And earlier on, Frank, you were saying, hey, they got spend money. Everybody started with just a piggy bank. Right? I say, no. Why not? We don't call piggy bank. I call them money just. Use a different terms. And not one, it's 3. They got to allocate in such a way they have money here, money to spend, money to share. So parents, that's why I say that, if you want them to learn about money, you got to give them some for money. But doesn't give them the money and one shot, I bring out first lah. Allowance, I go to school canteen. Whatever balance then I put back here. Do you think anything will come back?
No.
And this is exactly parents. Same thing to you. You are a role model. Your salary comes in.
Everything out.
Did you go into your money just? Kids got three money just system. The adult got 6. Yeah? So did you allocate to your money just system? You got to set the example. You want your children to allocate, you also must allocate.
Let's look into the other aspects of financial literacy. We started early on about how children emulate the parents from very young age. And then we move on to the teenage years where they grow up and then earning and spending. So within the philosophy under your academy, what else differentiates from what we have right now in the market?
Like I said earlier, for 30 years, the only subject I don't have to teach when it comes to financial planning is spending. And you're damn good at it. Everybody damn good at spending. And the moment I thought that cut your spending, they all, The hardest subject was to teach is investment. Because from young, we have been indoctrinated. Investment is risky. Investment is meant for the rich. It's not meant for us. Because most of the time, our parents could have, in the past, some form of investment, they lose money. They were not being properly coached, not properly advised.
They put into stock market, it crashed.
Yeah, they already buy at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you end up, nobody teach them the right tools, nobody was mentoring them. And once they get hurt, they begin to have the myth, the belief.
The fear.
The fear is there. Then they begin to go home. They talk about it. Children overheard it. Then they grow up, say, no, I'm not going to touch investment. But the world today is investment. How much time you have a day? With 24 hours, 8 hours sleep and 8 hours rest, you only got 8 hours to exchange, up to 12 hours to exchange for money. Can you get financial independence with that money that you treat with your time? It's going to be very tough. So parents need to get into that mode to learn and educate themselves how money works. I mean, I can teach children how money comes, where money comes from. That's not the value of money. But the next level is how money works. By the time I teach them how money works, it's already almost their teens. And today, if I don't teach them, their peers and outside people, they are teaching them. And when they come back to ask you parents, and parents say, no lah, saving, they find it, parent, mommy, daddy, you're so boring lah. So end up, they're not going to talk to you. Because that's what you know, saving.
And then they go to their peers now with cryptos, shares, the ETFs and things like that.
Yeah.
Because the whole investment market has changed totally, right?
Yeah.
And also another thing that touches on finance indirectly is scams.
Yes,
right?
And the scam is one big topic right now.
Yeah. And it has sort of eaten into even more to the finances of the family.
So the fear is, end up, the history is going to repeat. Our parents' time, they dare not because lack of information. Their parents don't have. Now they say, no, this is no good. So now the youngsters are going to crypto. The information the parents don't have, the world have, but they are not supported. After building one or two twice, they will form their own belief. Oh, crypto also no good lah. That's I think. Then they will have this belief. They will pass on to the next generation. So from generation to generation, if we don't understand how money works and how money makes money, then forever we will be slave to money. And that's where I hate to see. My promise to my mentor that taught me, Ernest, they don't need my money. I was poor. I make a promise that if one day I'm successful, financially successful, or how the definition of financial success is that you're able to repeat the process again and again, and you get the same or better result, that is financial success. And since I can make it, I must now be able to pass on this skill. And that's where I'm doing all this work. Hopefully, the world will have more financial success people that can bless more people, and the world all can be individually self-sufficient, rather than right now, we are all so dependent on the government. The government is also a human being. Where your money come from? You have to tax on somebody to give it to you. Then when they tax, you all complain, right? Then the poor is always not handicapped. How nice if we teach everybody to be self-sufficient. Then the government is not loaded, have all the burden. Wow, that's nice.
And with that, what one advice that you can give to our parents for them to kickstart this journey?
Well, parents, there are many financial courses out there, but for sure, I have my financial parenting workshops. I make it so easy that even if you don't come to me, I come to you. I do it online. I even come to a point that says that if you got financial issues, I'm not charging a high price. If you got financial issue and you think that this is something lagging, I'm going to make that promise that I give it to my mentor. You can talk to me, make a call with me. I'm willing to get you the sponsors. There are people who are make it there. They say, Ernest, if anybody needs money to attend your class, they're willing to sponsor it. But we don't want people to abuse it. Because I used to give free.
Free is always, people take things for granted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you just imagine if today is a physical class, I got to book the hotel, the venue, the food, everything, and I cater for 20, 30 people, free. And only a handful showed up. There's wastage of food, wastage of time, everything. So on my understand online, hey, you are depriving other people of the chance. And when feed this back to my mentor in US. Ernest, who asked you to give free? I never give free. I said, last time you cooked me. But you make that promise. I created the pain in you. Because if you didn't create the pain, even if they show up, they are not going to learn anything. So that is, yes, some psychologically true. If you pay for it, you will going to come with an expectation that how much am I going to get from you?
Yeah.
If I pay that $1,000, do I get the $1,000 worth?
Or more.
Or more, right? So I decided, those who can, I will accept the money. Though I don't need the money, I'm financially free. My mentor said, donate it. Sponsor it to someone who need it. Yeah, so I'm prepared to do it. But bear in mind, if you want to get it free, no problem. The pain won't be good for you.
Thank you so much, Ernest, for dropping by for today's episode in Grasps.fm. Where can parents look for you?
Well, you all can find me in Money My Kids. Okay, you can search Money My Kids or Jopez Academy.
So with that, thank you so much again for tuning in to Grasps.fm.